Neil and I started 125 Heritage about 5 or 6 years ago, and we've just been bowled over really by the amount of support we've had, especially from our volunteers, but also to the people that have come to see us and to support us. We really do appreciate it, and thank you very, very much. Okay. So I just want to introduce the person that's going to be naming vehicle today, and that's Andy Coward. Andy Coward has produced a number of publications. He's producing a book at the moment about 125s, which is all to do with the latter half of bringing it right up to date, the story of the 125s now. And Andy also was the editor of Railways Illustrated as well, amongst many other things that he's done. So I'd just like to introduce Andy now. Off onto the to do the name.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Colne Valley and to this event to mark the naming of 43023 to celebrate 50 years of the HST. It's hard to believe really that these vehicles are now disappearing from the national network, and just over 3 years ago this was sat in a sidings in Cambridgeshire with a very uncertain future until it was secured for preservation by Matt Golding and brought here for restoration, and as you can see now, wonderfully turned out in the original colour scheme as it would have carried when it was released into service in 1976. The partner power car that ran with 43023 is 43022, which is now working in Mexico. So these vehicles have proved their worth worldwide now, and continue to do so. So from my point of view, preservation is all about for people that do the work for our enjoyment. I've spent years writing about railways and travelling on preserved lines, and I've also worked on several preserved lines myself, and the enjoyment that we get out of visiting these events and coming to these types of days out is all thanks to the efforts of people like Matt, Neil and Martin and all the other volunteers who give up their time for nothing to benefit the whole of the preservation sector and to give us an enjoyable day out. It might be hard to imagine having an intercity 125 train set in the middle of rural Essex, but it really fits the part. It looks fantastic. We've got a high quality train that is looked after by a dedicated team of individuals who've done a great job, and HST preservationists all across the country are doing a great job to keep these vehicles running for our enjoyment now that we're not able to travel on them every day on the main line, unless we live in Scotland, which is probably the only place you can now get them on a regular basis, and that's not for too much longer. So I was very honoured to be asked to perform the naming ceremony today, and very grateful that Matt considered that I should be suitable to do such a thing. However, I don't believe that I should be the one to unveil the nameplate. I believe that should fall to yourself. So I'm turning the tables. I'm going to ask you to unveil the nameplate on your locomotive, and this is a fantastic achievement of everything that you've done to this fantastic locomotive, and also tribute to the work that everyone involved in 125 Heritage has done. So I'd like to now hand over to Matt to unveil the nameplate on his loco. Thank you.
I'll name the power car. I'll start with one way or the other. That's it. You got it.
Sorry.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Very well done. Right, so I'll get rid of this. So we can go in the. I'll go round here. Excellent.
be much older.